Dear beautiful soul, as you progress on your spiritual journey, your body will become filled with more and more divine light. As we are in the 3D and our bodies are beings of the 3D, they must adapt themselves to integrate this higher light. And as we become more and more high vibrational, our body also wants to hold more and more high vibrational frequency. Our body accommodates this by changing its energetic diet. You may find that your body starts to change after you become more spiritually committed and take yourself further on a spiritual journey. Your body starts asking you to eat different food or becomes intolerant of the foods that you were once accustomed to. For example, the common foods that your body rejects as it starts to hold more and more light are dairy, gluten, and various meat products. The reason is that these foods tend to basically coagulate in your body and make it denser and ground you. What your body wants to do is hold in higher frequencies and high lights, but they are caught between a creative tension of wanting to go higher and being pulled to the 3D. It is up to you, beautiful souls, how you wish to manage this. However, it's always advisable to listen to your body. Cutting out dairy will definitely assist you in holding more light. When it comes to nutritional practices, it is always advisable to consult a doctor or nutritionist, and this is not medical advice, but a spiritual discussion and spiritual counseling and leadership. Therefore, I ask you to check in with yourself and check in with your intuition to see what additional guidance and support that you might need. However, it is well known from a spiritual practice that certain foods are more high vibrational and have more light in them, and certain foods are more dense and don't have as much light. For example, anything that is highly processed doesn't have a lot of light, as most of its natural energy has been killed off in the manufacturing and processing processes. Natural food that is close to the earth, that is picked from the ground or trees and is fresh, holds a lot of light. And this is because it is still connected to the natural world that wants to nurture you and fill you with life force. Fresh fruit vegetables have immense life force, with certain foods being even higher vibrational. So for example, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries are particularly high vibrational, but we will have a separate discussion on high vibrational foods. Today's message is to check in with your body and see what it wants from you from a dietary perspective as you progress along the spiritual journey. Some people are no longer able to digest meat products. Again, I'm not advising you to give up meat. I'm asking you to check into your body and see what feels most comfortable for you. In the past, animals and humans had a mutualistic relationship where animals were consenting to be food for humanity, as long as the animals were respected and killed in a humane fashion, and of course allowed to live a long and happy life. And of course, when an animal was killed, there was a great deal of prayer and reverence and gratitude for that animal sacrifice and for the people who were consuming it, and they also acknowledged the animal sacrifice and what it meant for them to obtain this meat. This is not the case anymore, with the meat manufacturing process being highly cruel to animals. There's a lot of pain and suffering during the course of factory-fed animals, or factory-bred rather, animals' lifetimes, and the people who are ingesting this meat consume this negative energy. Therefore, it is always advisable to be careful of where you're getting your meat from if you are choosing to have meat. Do research into various farms that produce livestock and how they're treating their animals, and then make up your own mind as to whether you feel, or if it resonates with you, that these are humane places that try their best to take care of the animals And of course, if you do choose to consume meat, always send love and gratitude for the sacrifice of the animal as you consume it. Prayer before eating, of course, infuses the food with high vibrational and divine energy. You are encouraged to be intentional about your eating and where your food comes from. When you are cooking, of course, cook with a clean and pure heart and try and pray into the food to enhance its frequencies. Try not to leave food in the fridge too long, as this will reduce its life force. You would like to consume as much life force from the food that you're eating as possible, because that is the point of eating. It is nutrition, it is nurturing your body, it is filling your body with what it needs and giving it life force, energy, and of course, taking care of it. And in taking care of your body, it's always important to continually have a dialogue and check in. Is your body still happy? What does it need? What does it need? What does it need to let go of? And how are you? And what does your food make you feel like? Wishing you love, and of course, your spirit guides are always available for you to check in if you need more guidance. I encourage the practice of journaling and automatic writing if you would like to engage with your body and have a further dialogue as to what your body needs to consume and let go of. You are a blessed and divine soul and a divine being in your own birthright. I encourage you to step into your own power and to know that you are blessed and loved unconditionally always. Much love to you.